So walk me through the song.
All right, Rusty, what did you do?
Well, what you did first was we start with the picking. And then you have the strums come in, and we pan them left and right here. So we got this. Oh wait, don't do that.
Just deleted the whole thing.
Yeah. I think they could actually be a little bit louder, but. And then with both, it's pan left and right. Just that thick sound.
Yeah.
And then that fades out while your other one comes in, so it kind of sounds like it's naturally going from the long strums to the main strumming pattern. So
yeah,
these are actually two different takes, but this is how it blends together. You can't really tell it's a beat over top of it, so when the beat comes in with the crash, it sort of masks all that. So it's like. Sounds like it's one take pretty much, which it was, you know.
It was one take.
Yeah, we only did one take of all of these instruments at the same time.
That's why they call me One Take Leonard.
Yeah. Okay, so then once all three of those are together, and the bass comes in here too with the beat.
The game it rolls, the game with guns.
Is actually one take.
Came with words.
No bigs.
From God able. So it was done with righteous love. Never felt like.
In this interlude, we'll have to come up with something because the picking comes back.
Yeah.
But like. Something less happy sounding.
So strings or something like
something,
that.
yeah.
Taste the blood.
So then another verse, and then same thing here. And then the rap beat comes in, so it's.
So tell me she's blind. I tell you that's a lie.
So yeah, there we go from, and it's actually pretty seamless already without any mixing, but we go from the regular bass to the Moog bass.
Yeah.
So it goes from that's regular bass. And we go from this drum. Is it this drum? To the rap section. I think it sounds pretty good volume-wise. And then the other one slowly pans in.
Look no further than the land that's beneath your feet, and how you legally possess it through violence and aggression.
Slowly getting louder.
Smiles become weapons, and the only stories heard are the lies and deception. When it's time to fill the ground,
then we added that little organ.
just make her look me.
Yeah, it's just way in the background there.
Say it was done with righteous love.
Or something like that. Like I don't know if like the drums after the rap verse need to be so heavy. Like if they just dropped, if you just muted that drum track right.
Ooh, that could be cool.
Yeah.
Let's try that for a sec here. Let's go. So let's make another node here and put it to grid. Even just for a second, if it drops out and then comes in like it does at the beginning. Excuse me. This is crude, but let's see what it sounds
All
like.
the lies and deception. When it's time, feel the ground.
I think maybe a little longer.
It needs
Longer?
to be
The
like.
beat.
I almost think no drums until like, unless you really want to like pan them or not pan them, but like really create
A fade in?
like a really long build up for
Yeah.
the fade or long fade.
Well, we can do it straight from where that cuts out, and then all the way again to the end. So we have 2 fades like that.
Well, let's,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, man.
That's okay.
Look no further than the land that's beneath your feet.
I do like how
and
it-
how you legally possess it through violence and aggression. Control the narrative so your smiles become weapons, and the only stories heard are the lies and deception. When it's time, feel the ground.
I like the
Make
hi-hat.
her look me in the eye. Say it was done with righteous love. Never felt like love to me. It never felt like love to me.
So like part of like figuring some of this shit out is just like when you are making decisions, like just try it, then see
Oh,
how
yeah.
it feels, because a lot of this is about feel, right? Like
Well, and you never know until you try.
yeah.
So I think that it's
As
it's
far
pretty.
as, like building the beat though, like this was hard. Like it's always hard for me to like try to explain to a producer like what I want. And Rusty, you produced my last album, and like we spent how many times sometimes just sitting here like, oh, I want this, trying to describe a sound to you, and then like trying to turn like an acoustic song into a song that has like rap feel, or it has like a blues feel. And like, so for me it's always hard to describe because I don't really have a musical background. I come from like YouTube university type of
Yeah.
learning, right? So like for
Well,
me to
it's a good
describe
challenge for
sounds-
me too, because then I'm forced to try out a bunch of different things, and
Yeah.
you pick the best of all the crappy ideas,
Yeah.
and then you end up with a great song, or
that's the
like a really good crappy song.
Yeah, well,
no, I think this sounds great, man. I
Well, the
really
thing is,
like this.
for
slow
me, I
build.
always struggle with lyrics, right? Because I'm a lyrics guy. So whenever I listen to music, like the lyrics are always like what I'm drawn to, and like a good lyric. But for me, it's sometimes difficult to like talk about lyrics. I'm talking about very heavy things, and you're trying to make it sound good, and you're trying to make it sound like, oh, this sounds cool, this sounds nice. But then you're like looking at the content later, and they're like, oh shit, that's kind of heavy, and so. For me to try and draw all these things together, like I always
Finding a
say-
balance between the two.
finding a balance between making it sound good and telling a good story, and then like not going too far into being like like it's all bad. You know what I mean? Like there's also like elements of like you have to include of like the truth and empowerment, and then correcting things. When you have to.
Well, and sometimes adding too much to the track can take away from the message and story you're trying to tell.
Some of my favorite like performances are just when it's very stripped down, but like I always like I can't. If it was just the guitar and me, like yeah, we could have recorded that song, but then sometimes people they want more production too. You know what I mean? It's a weird balance. to,
Well,
like,
it's
trying
finding
to
out
get-
just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like right now, I think we're at a place where, like just even taking out that one drum track was like so like it made it feel so much
Yeah,
better.
it had it, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it needs a tambourine now either, to be honest.
Really?
Or unless you want me to try.
I kind of
I
like
don't
the
know.
tambourine
I
on the
thought it
snares,
was-
and maybe in a couple parts, but not like through the whole.
But now that it's faded out here at the end, when it goes,
All the lies and deception. When it's time,
I think this should still be just fine.
feel
Or the tambourine maybe just in the rap part. Is that what you're talking about? Maybe. Like if we go.
So tell me she's blind. I tell you that's a lie. The system isn't broken, it just works how it's designed. So tell me she's true. I say only for you, cause I can't get away with the things that you can do. Look no further than the land that's beneath your feet, and how you legally possess it through violence and aggression. Control the narrative so your smiles become weapons, and the
try the tambourine in the
just throw it in there.
rap section.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think it's pretty much done.
Yeah.
Right on. Great job, guys.
Good job, man.
And great acting, us.
Yeah. Well, once you tune out the
You think that was
cameras-
enough?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.